Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's matchup between the visiting New Bedford Whalers and your Brockton Boxers. Brockton High School and the MIAA would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to display good sportsmanship. Please do your part by showing respect to everyone involved in today's contest. Please note that the use of any tobacco or vaping products, including electronic cigarettes or any other burnable substance, is prohibited in the stadium and on school grounds. A friendly reminder that student athletes play the game, coaches coach, fans support their team, and officials manage the game and sometimes make calls that you may not agree with. With that being said, inappropriate behavior, language, or verbal criticism of coaches, players, and officials will not be tolerated and may result in your removal from the stadium. For your convenience, restrooms are located under the bleachers on the press box side. We'd like to thank our sponsors for today. And sponsors include Spiegel Scrap Metal, Bethel Medical Group, Woodward's Auto Spring Shop, Nicoli Oil and Energy, Exit Realty All-Stars, Everett's Auto Parts, Evans Machine Company, Attorney Brett Warren, Torrey and Associates Real Estate, Asthma and Allergy Physicians, Lambert's Auto Repair, Sign Design, and Madison Food Group. At this time, we'd like to recognize the seniors from our band. Thank you for a great 4 years. You've entertained us with your amazing talent. Seniors from the band include Stephen Adams, Pius Egbesi, Kiana Andrade, Nilton DaRosa, Edie Davila, Sophia Early, Peyton Elchami, McDaniel Esteme, Jason Gillis, Christina Giusti, Marcel Gonzalez, Martina Grine, Lucille Jean-Francois, Leo Jean-Francois, Daniela Jury, Brianna Jury, Robert Lacey, Marcel McLaren, Elena Melberg, Anthony Montron, Paul Morais, Faith Mwangi, Brunel Pierre, Lataya Page, Brian Pinos, Brian Paz, Samuel Stahl, Sahara Tirado, Iwanosa Ugbu, Carmina Vincent, Isis Wilson, and Hannah Zuckerman. And now from the color guard, Marin Alexander, Nashira Andrade, Sophia Bello, Rihanna Bianchet, Kim Dai, Stephen Diaz Tavares, Jaylene Tosantos, Natalia Edwards, Akela Farquason, Sanaya Gomes, Ezekiel Lemieux, Dalen Lopes, Annalise Maldonado Madison, Daniel Martins, Mel Madrano, Aliana Mauricier, Natalie Miet, Andrea Moreno, Esther Onyeka, Carly Rateau, Beyonce Stacco. From the Majorettes, Trinity Spivey. And from our halftime dancers, Jaden Dubasson, Braylee McCarthy, Amelia Millen, and Victoria Mojica. Let's hear it one more time for our seniors. Now we'd like to introduce the seniors from our cheerleading squad. Your spirit and enthusiasm is what makes Boxer Nation all what it is. Our cheerleaders, Ava Brown, Kinley Cookie, Adriana Crane, and our three captains, Nikayla Centeo, Nina Miles, and Samaya Rashdi. We also like to recognize the seniors of the New Bedford High School football team to step forward and be recognized for your outstanding careers representing the Whaling City. It is now our pleasure to introduce the senior members of our boxer football team. Remember, once a boxer, always a boxer. Michael Victor, Matt Turco, Adriano Correa, Joey Capiello, Keo Osanubi, Donovan Monroe, John Dumas, Mauricio Powell, Shamik Williams, Zaquan Barnes, Wilker Pena, Vasco DeAndre Jr., Joe Rupan, Caleb Tarbush, Tyler Erickson, Christian Pena, John Lopes, Jamie Chisholm, Abner Albello, Matt Oliveira, Anthony Reiser, Tsunami Resende, Mackie Boston, Christensen Paul, Vasilios Nikopoulos, and last but not least, the first female to score a touchdown in a varsity football game for the Boxers, who's also ranked first in her class academically, Mackenzie Quinn.
This is the plaque. We're here so we can go there. Mayor Sullivan and his friends from Holy Cross would like to present Peter, so we got all that.
Okay, so
you
just
can read whatever we had up there.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today will be Coach.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet?
Andy, let's go. We got a Rocky. Number 7. Number 7. Who's number 7 for Brockton? Who is it? Who's 7 for Brockton? And Rowan Baptiste.
And, oh, he wasn't listed. And Rowan Baptiste, senior.
Sorry. And we're going to hold off on Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're ready. All right. As soon as they're out, we'll do Peter's. I thought he was telling me to put 7 on the clock.
I know, I'm like. Is that me? We also want to recognize senior number 93, Nate Kazel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today will be Coach Peter Colombo's last regular season home game here at Brockton High School. In his 20 seasons as head coach, his teams have won over 100 games, 2 MIAA state championships. Peter's the son of legendary coach Armin Colombo and the nephew of world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. Peter was a standout athlete at Brockton High and Holy Cross, where he's the last Holy Cross quarterback to beat their arch rival, Boston College. Mayor Sullivan and his friends are here to present Peter with a certificate from the city for all his years of service. Coach Colombo, best of luck in your retirement. We wish you and your family lots of love, laughter, health, and happiness. Let's hear it for Peter Colombo. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marciano Stadium for the Southeastern Conference matchup between the visiting New Bedford Whalers, of course, of New Bedford, and, of course, your Brockton Boxers. We're live here at Marciano Stadium as we just had a nice tribute to head coach Peter Colombo, this being his last regular season game with his 20-year plus years, I guess, of service coaching Brockton High School football. A great ceremony we just had for the seniors as well. For the Brockton Boxers, we have a couple people out today. First of all, we'd like to welcome everybody watching on the Brockton channel here on YouTube. And, of course, everybody in the greater New Bedford area, of course, listening probably on the radio, but we're live here on TV as we give you this, again, the Southeastern Conference matchup. But as far as the people out today, number one, Cameron Montero is still has that deep rib bruise. He will be out today. KO Osunabi KO, he'll be leading the offensive attack today. Also, Joe Capiello, the quarterback, he's still out. No longer a concussion, but he bruised his hand in that Pinkerton Academy game. Didn't get many reps. We mentioned him a couple times, and as we get ready for the coin flips here. Again, not beautiful day for a football game. Of course, I'm happily to be joined by my good friend and the guy that picks me all the time, Mike the Postman Simmons, producer and director. Hoping Miles Jackson will slowly roll in. We hope he's all right. Something could have come up, but again, I was hoping he was going to join me today. But ladies and gentlemen, again, great day, great setup as, again, the visiting New Bedford Whalers come into town. For the Brockton Boxers, their next game, they play Saturday afternoon. They'll go to Durfee and continue Southeastern play. The New Bedford Whalers are away next week. It's a Friday night game for them. They'll go play another Southeastern Conference opponent. They'll go play the Indians at Dartmouth. So that's their schedule looking ahead. And we'll get the signal right here. Brockton has deferred to the second half. And New Bedford will receive. We're moments away from kickoff. Got some scores from around the league as we get ready to do this. And I'll give them to you shortly. As 4 Deep Sports Talk Show keeps on giving you the excellence in high school football coverage. If you want to comment on this broadcast, you can visit us on our Twitter page at Brockton Channel. I'd like to welcome again anybody just slowly tuning in. As far as scores go from around the league yesterday, it was East Bridgewater over Norwell 25-6. Whitman Hanson beats Plymouth North 41-6. Sandwich beats Nauset 22-12. Hull stays perfect with a 31-21 win over Sharon. Archbishop Williams beats Stang 15-14. Braintree beats Weymouth 28-6 in Bay State action. Foxborough and Canton. It's Foxborough 36-14 over Canton. Hanover stays is playoff bound with a 24-7 win. Duxbury also stays perfect with a 35-9 win over Hingham. Marshfield over Silver Lake 40-19. And that's what the scores will get. I'll probably try to run it all down again at the half as we get ready for Brockton High School football. The visiting New Bedford Whalers. Back to receive for the Whalers. We'll give you that gentleman's names and numbers in a minute. That's number 4, Junzad Vals, who he's the wide receiver, also in the punting. Back there with him as well is number 30. That's Jaron Gooden, who also plays running back in that spread offense. Had a nice talk with head coach Mark DeBright. Very optimistic guy. He knows his team hasn't won a game, but you know what? They're always competing. Never count out the Whalers. And that's just not coming from him, but it's coming from me as well. All right, so Johnny Dumas gets ready to kick off all the boxers, and we're getting ready to get underway. And here's his kick. It's a high end-over kick. He'll take it at his own 14. That's Valls. Goes up the sideline, and he's finally tackled. Or let's see where they finally spot the ball. Looks like they're going to spot it at his own 35. So here's your first look as we get ready to start this high school football game from their own 35. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Whalers at their own 35-yard line. Now it's Fisher Mac. I apologize. It's the 31. And, of course, the quarterback is Amari Harris, number 1. They're going to play that spread formation. And in this spread formation, I'll have 2 receivers, a wing, almost like an outside tackle. They give to the back on the fake. Throws out to the rollout on the play action. Drops the ball and can't hold on. Intended for Jerem Gooden. So the pass to Goodine is incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. Again, beautiful day here on Senior Day. I almost said senior night. Looks like Goodine gets the ball, tries to go off left tackle after Harris gave him the ball. They'll stop him. Looks like about a gain of 1. Bring up 3rd and 9 for the Whalers. The Whalers had a close game against Bridgewater Raynham with a lost 28-21. Very competitive game for the Whalers. Harris again, he has good eye to his left, spread, looks right. Throwing, and it is incomplete. Looks like that was intended for number 3, Anthony DeKite. Bring up 4th and 9, back to receive for the Boxers, right around his own 26, 27-yard line. That's Michael Victor, the senior. The punter is Jazad Valls, number 4. He'll be doing the punting for the Whalers. So the Whalers go 3 and out on their first offensive possession. Kicks away. That takes a bounce. He'll take it at his own 24. Michael Victor, and he's going to get tackled at his own 23. And this is your first look here at a Brockton Boxer offense. It looks like the official mark is going to be the 24. They'll give him forward motion. Excellent pursuit by the special teams of New Bedford. So Osanabi will lead this Brockton offense. Again, you have Capiello out the quarterback and Cameron Montero with that deep bruise. Brockton goes tight on the spread. Looks like he has Powell next to him. Now Powell's like more of a wing. You have Donovan Monroe, number 13, who puts Powell in motion to give to Powell. Going to the right side, he had a seam. Nice pursuit by the Whalers. A gain of about 4 by Eric Farquajon. Eric, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name wrong. Bring up on the tackle, bring up 2nd and 5 for the Boxers at their own 29. KO again, Osanubi. Rolling left. He's going to take it by himself. Beats 1. Breach 2. Oh, but he just tripped up at the last moment. Most likely saving a touchdown. Excellent heads-up tackle by number 21, Calvin Cruz. But that run is going for a Boxer first down. They'll mark that all the way up to their own 37. Brockton goes no huddle. This time you got 2 legit wingbacks. They give to Powell again, right up the middle, almost off of a trap, but he takes off for 12 yards and another Boxer first down. Boxers looking very good. Their first offensive possession. Bring up 1st and 10 at their own 49. They're going to go line up on that. The other wingback is Williams, and Monroe is the other one. Outside tackle is Boston on the right side. This time they change it up, and the Wildcat they give to Powell. He'll spin, and he'll take off for 5. Looks like, 5 more yards. Bring up 2nd and 5. They'll go no huddle again. This time Victor will get a look at the Wildcat. He takes the ball, spins off one, cuts back in, and they brought the house as a host of New Bedford defenders. Stops them for a loss of about 2. And the first big guy on the scene I saw for New Bedford was number 51. He also plays left tackle, Byron Madendo. Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Boxers. Osanubi comes back in. Again, 3rd and 7 they are at the New Bedford 48, as you can see. This time he has 3 slots. He puts a man in motion. That's Powell. They fake to Powell. Osanubi takes it, trying to take the corner, and he's out of bounds. Right around. Looks like they'll mark that right around the New Bedford 44. So they're going no huddle again. Oh, Sanubi by himself again. Three slots and 2 receivers. As you can see, with 8:14 left in the first quarter. New Bedford adds another man. They bring down. Oh, we're gonna have a timeout. Timeout, New Bedford. A timeout, Brockton. Excuse me. With 8:14 left in this first quarter. It looks like it's 4th and about 3 for the Boxers. Great day for Boxer football here on Senior Day. All right, so the band does another quick rendition there as they really, really do it. Great to hear the band. All right, so they're going on 4th and 3. KO by himself. Closest wingback to him, that's Donovan Monroe, number 13. Puts a man in motion, that's Powell. They fake to Powell. Trying to spin, turning, trying to make something out, trying to get the first down. He might just be short. Looks like he'll be a yard short. Great pursuit by the Whalers defense. All right, so here's another look at the New Bedford Whalers defense. It'll be 1st and 10 for them. The ball will be marked at their own 42. And they have to adjust the chains. And they will. 8 minutes, 8 seconds left in this first quarter. Harris again. Has 2 slots, 2 receivers. Fake, keeps it, tries to go off left guard. Drives forward and he picks up about 2. Bring up 2nd and 8. Nice crowd starting to fill into the stadium here. And they change up the package a little bit. Coming in is Colin Rigo. Going out is Zakara Nunes. 2 running backs, 1 running back, 1 receiver. So they throw him into this package. Harris brings his spread offense. And again, with him right now is Nunes to his left, number 7. Fake look, throw out the flats. Tip, caught, complete. Oh, and couldn't hold on. I jumped the gun. I thought he had it. That was intended for number 30. German Godine. Bring up 3rd and 8. All right, so they switch it up, coming out and coming in is number 10, Johnson. Coming in is Rigo. Here on 3rd and 8. Looks like Godine. And it looks like Rigo will split Harris. Brockton will change it up. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. Mike DeBrito did not like what he saw. We'll take a timeout. 7:15 left in the first quarter. We have no score. But we do have scores from around the league. As the band is really getting everyone to dance today. The band really does a good job getting everybody fired up. They're so cute. All right, they come out of the break. Again, 3rd and 8. Harris puts a man in motion. That's Goodine. They fake, try to hit him on a quick shot. Complete. DeValls, and he'll have more than enough for a Whalers first down. First and 10 at the Brockton 47. 6:50 in running left in this first quarter. Harris will have Rigo and Goodine behind him out of the spread. Gives to the first back. And driving forward for 4. Is number 7. That was Nunes. I apologize. A lot of talent on this Whaler offense. Changing out a lot of running backs, a lot of wide receivers. This time Goodine is with Harris by himself. They fake. On the read option, takes the corner, uses speed, turns, still on his feet. Finally taken down to the Brockton. Looks like they're going to mark that around the 33. And that's good enough for another Whalers first down. Oh, they straighten it out. Now they mark it the 34. Whalers definitely showing a little bit more momentum than they did on their first offensive possession. Harris. Looks like he has Goodine to his left. This time they'll put him right behind Harris, Goodine, the running back, as you can see. On the pitch. Lost the ball. That's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. And they're going to say it was covered by the Boxers. Covered by Brockton. And the Boxers come up big on a little miscue on the pitch. It'll be Boxer ball, 1st and 10 at their own 38. Boxers go right to the line of scrimmage. They give to Christian Paul, who spins, turns, still on his feet, trying to turn, still on his feet, and crawls. He picks up about maybe 5 yards. I think he lost his shoe. He did lose it. He did lose his cleat. And coming in for him for that equipment repair is number 12. Ribeiro. So Ribeiro comes in as Paul puts his cleat back on. Here on 2nd and 7. KO again. He has Powell in the backfield out of this pistol. Got to keep it himself. Going up the left side. Turning. Spinning as a sideline. He's at the 40 and finally pushed out all the way down to the Whalers. 38. 1st and 10 for the Boxers. Again at the Whalers' 38-yard line. They go no huddle again. This time Powell's back in the game. Williams comes out. Powell in the backfield in motion, goes away, rolling right, looking. Little screen pass, complete to Monroe, the big back, the big tight end on a little slip screen, and that's good enough possibly for a Brockton first down, and it is.
Catch made by Donovan Monroe, senior. Now for another Boxer. First down.
First and 10 for the Boxers at the New Bedford 22. Brockton staying no huddle. Again, Powell in the backfield with Osanubi. He has one slot, two receivers to each side. One receiver to each side. Throws it back in the flats. Caught by Paul. Still on his feet and drives forward for about 9 yards. A Boxer almost missed a block on that one. A late block. But Christensen Paul was smart enough to come in, make the catch, and take off for 9 yards. Here on 2nd and 1 for the Boxers. 3:15 left in this first quarter. They give to Paul. He sees the corner on the sweep, trying to take the edge. Still on his feet. He's in for the touchdown. Oh, they're going to mark him at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. First and goal, Boxers.
Oh, I thought he was in. Here on 1st and goal, KO. Again, out of that spread. He has Powell with him. He's going to keep it right at the right tackle and in for a touchdown. So at the 2:29 mark, a 1 yard run by number 9, KO Osanubi. Brockton's going to go for 2. They go tight on the line. This time Powell to KO's left. He's rolling right, looking, throwing, incomplete, and the flag comes in. This could be a hold. They're going to hold. And the Klein, the point after try is no good. We march upfield. 2:29 left in this first quarter. 6-0 Brockton. Ba-ba-ba. So it took Brockton their third offensive possession to finally punch one in. Nevertheless, 6-0 Boxers. Back to receive for the Whalers. Number 30, Jaron Godine. All right, so here we go. As John Dumas gets ready to kick off. Kick away, tried to place it, hits about the 20, bobbled on the ground, but he smartly falls on it. Godine had it at his own 19, lost it for a minute, and was able to jump on it right around his own 22. Mark at the 23. I'm usually a yard short or a yard ahead. All right, so here we go. Again, officially marked as a 23 with 2:26 left in this first quarter. We'd like to welcome everybody watching in the greater New Bedford area and, of course, the greater Brockton area as this rival continues with two great cities here in high school football. Harris will have Goodine with him, this time by himself. He'll have one slot to his left, a receiver to each side, again from his own 23. Harris, straight give to Goodine. Boxers read it well, and he might have made it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10 for the Boxers. Second and 10 for the Whalers. As I look at the postman's shirt, and I got a little sidetracked. And I probably did say that. I apologize. Second and 10 for the Whalers. He has Goodine to his left, as you can see. He's in the backfield with him. Looking right, firing, complete. Caught by number 10, Jules Johnson. He picks up about a strong 8, all the way out to his own 31.
Third down and 2.
Looks like they're going to mark that 3rd and 2 from his own 32. Harris again, this time he has two backs with him out of this pistol. Puts a man in motion, that's Goodine, he'll go away. They fake to the back in motion. Oh, and tipped and almost picked off by Victor. Goodine gets hit away from the play. Michael Victor with a great play. Bring up 4th and about 2. And in comes the punting unit for the Whalers. Punt set up. Here's the kick by Val's. Not much on it. It takes a Brockton roll all the way back to the Whalers 42. Boxers in excellent field position at the Whalers 43-yard line, excuse me. Again, 42 seconds left. KO will have Powell with him, two slots, a slot to each side and a receiver to each side. Here on first down. Puts a man in motion. That's Victor. Fake to Victor, rolling right, looking. He has a receiver downfield, and it is, oh, just out of the reach. He had the man wide open. He had Turco. There is a flag. We could have pass interference. And if it is, it's going to be on number 5, Colin Rigo. They are. They're calling pass interference.
Pass interference against New Bedford.
And we'll mark off the 15 yards. And the Brockton first down. They'll mark it all the way down to the New Bedford 28.
Have it first down at
the 28-yard line.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, Sanubi has Powell. He has three slots to his left, and a receiver to each side. Rolling right, he's going to keep it. Cuts back in off the right tackle. Spins again, he's still on his feet. He drives forward for about 15 yards, another Brockton first down.
First down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Boxers. They'll go no huddle from the New Bedford 15. 20 seconds and running left in this first quarter. KO gives to Powell, trying to go off left tackle on a sweep. Tripped up, gets by one, turns back in, and taken down right around his own 8-yard line.
Powell to the 6-yard line, 7-yard line.
Looks like they're going to mark it down at the 8 here on 2nd and about 3. And that might do it. And that's going to do it. That's how the quarter will end with your score. Brockton 6, New Bedford nothing. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast so far in this game in this Southeast Conference matchup. Everybody get ready for second quarter action. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching in the New Bedford area here on the Brockton channel, and of course,
Don't forget to stick around.
everyone from Brockton. We also know we get some other people watching. The Dartmouth and the Durfee coaches are probably watching back in their respective towns. So here on second and about 2 from the Brockton 8. KO, he has Powell right behind him. They give to Powell. Powell driving for it on like a wedge block. Right upfield, and that's good enough for a Brockton first down. They'll take the mark it at the 4-yard line. That should be 1st and goal now. Feels like a nice spring afternoon right now.
We have a flag on the play.
This might be a warning for not.
Sideline warning.
Yep, that's what it was.
New Bedford.
Sideline warning.
1st and goal, Boxers.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal again from the New Bedford 4-yard line. Excuse me. KO, he has Powell back with him in the pistol. Looking to roll right, cuts back in, sees an opening, but a host of New Bedford defenders get him. And the man leading the attack for the Whalers, that was number 52, Devin Rivera.
Tackle made by number 52, Devin Villero brings up 2nd and goal.
A loss of about maybe a yard, we'll say a yard, to bring up 2nd and goal from the 5. Again, just underway here in the second quarter. The last regular season game for the Boxers here at home. Again, they'll be over visiting Durfee on next Saturday. Osanubi again. Powell, the running back. He's going to try to get the left side. He has his speed. He'll take off. Touchdown, Brockton. And we're going to have flags in. 3 flags come in.
We've got a flag on the play.
We might have unsportsmanlike conduct. And we're going to have, might be taunting the other way. Be offsetting. Yep, one's going to definitely be against Brockton, just by the reaction of some of the Brockton players. It's happening at the 10:19 mark here in the second quarter. Of course, he's going to ask Coach DeBrito, Mark DeBrito, what he wants to do. The officials really taking their time, making sure they want to get this right. You know what? They might just take the loss. I don't know if there could be a loss of down. All right, so the officials are trying to sort it out, and we could have offsetting penalties. And Mike DeBrito, head coach, just pleading his case. And then Peter Colombo just taking it all in. This is taking a long time to sort out. The head coach just walked away. Mark DeBrito just walked away from the official. And right now we need some Jeopardy music. Or something. We need something. All right, so here we go. Finally got an answer on the possibly offsetting. I saw 3 flags come in, and now the referee, will talk to Peter Colombo. Fans are yelling from the other side of the field. All right, so here we go. we are going to have any minute. This took about 5 minutes. Right. We have a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Boxers. We have the touchdown is good. Dead ball. Personal foul against the Whalers. I believe he marked that touchdown as good. So on the run.
Fouls against both. One against each team. The touchdown counts.
And that happened at the second quarter. The 10-19 mark. Another run from KO. And here comes John Dumas, for the point after try. Here, kick is up, and it is good. Again, another short run by Osanubi at the 10-19 mark here in the second quarter. So they're saying the infraction happened after the touchdown. Okay, so the touchdown was good. After that, the personal foul, then the unsportsmanlike conduct, then the personal foul. So that's why the Brockton touchdown stands. With that being said, receiving here for the Whalers, again, number 4, that's Zad Valls. He also does the punting. Of course, number 30, Jaron Godine. John Dumas getting ready to kick off. Godine and Valls are about their own 10. Here's a kick by Dumas. Not much on it. It'll bounce right about the 30. Ball's loose. It's on the ground, and the Boxers get it. Oh, baby, Boxers ball.
At the 30-yard line, first down.
Godine thought he had it. He just lost it. It was loose. Another look at the Boxer offense at 10-19. Christian Pina on the recovery for the Boxers. 1st and 10. Ball marked at the New Bedford 30. This time, Osanubi's all by himself. He has 2 slots to each side, 3 slots, 2 on his left, 1 on his right. Throws it a flash, complete to Victor. Cutting up the field. Oh, and a shoe-saving tackle, literally.
Now for 9 yards, brings up second down and 1.
Victor was trying to put on his turbos, and one of the Whalers smartly made a shoe-saving tackle. He was able to slow him down, and then the rest of that Whaler defense stopped him, but not before he gained 9 yards here on 2nd and 1 at the New Bedford 21. Osanubi all by himself again, the big KO. 2 slots, 2 receivers. He puts Victor in motion. They give to Victor on the short field. Cutting up for the first down the sideline, but not before he picks up another Brockton first down.
First down.
Looks like they're going to mark that somewhere around the New Bedford 16. 9:23 left in this first half. This time the Boxers, they'll go into the huddle. They're going to mark it at the Boxers 17. 1st and 10. Under 9 minutes. remaining in the first half. They put a man in motion. That's Turco. They throw to Turco. Complete to Turco. We got a spinning and turning, but we do got a flag on the play. This could be a hold. This could be coming back.
Made by number 4, Turco.
And Ko Osanubi has his arm around the official as he walks towards the sideline. Not good. We have a player down for the Whalers.
We have a player down on the field.
And they'll tend to that gentleman. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Oh, boy. Ooh, illegal shift against the Boxers. At the 8:26 mark.
Let's show them some Boxer love.
And getting up real slow, putting pressure on. Thank God he can put some pressure on it. Sam Amito. And coming out of retirement, and my broadcast partner, none other than,
We have a flag on the last play. Illegal
I
shift
guess, one of the best broadcasters in high school sports. I'm referring none other than Miles Jackson.
Well, I appreciate the comment. I just wish I get the timeline right. Apologize for getting here so late, but I assumed that the game was at 1, but you can't assume.
That's true. That's why I bug him like 3 times a week, maybe 4. At least 4. All right, so here we go. After the illegal shift. First and about 15 for the Boxers. Sanubi by himself. He puts a man in motion. Victor. They give to Victor again. This time up the short side of the field. He'll drive forward. He'll get a lot of it back. Excellent pursuit by the Whalers. Looks like they'll mark it at the New Bedford 12 with 8:08 left. Sanubi by himself again. He has 2 slots this time to his left and a receiver. And 1 slot receiver puts him in motion. That's Paul. They give the Paul. Trying to use his speed. He does. Takes the corner. We'll have a flag, possibly a hold. I think they're going to call that on Turco.
Yeah, he kind of held him a little bit, just enough for the referee to see it on that side of the field and throw the flag.
So you missed a good one. So after this, I don't know if you got here after the second touchdown. Basically, the Boxers scored. Then after the play, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct and a personal foul.
On the Boxers?
One was on New Bedford, so the touchdown was good by KO. But then we had unsportsmanlike conduct following that and a personal foul against the Whalers. So with that being said, here we are, 2nd and long on the hold.
Well, I'm sure you pointed out at the beginning of the game, Dom, that it's a very intense rivalry going way back.
Exactly.
And you can throw out the numbers and the win-loss records when you come and play each other, when they play each other every year. It's always a tough battle.
Yeah, 2 great cities going at it here in high school football. Sanubi KO, he's by himself. He puts a man in motion away. That's Turco. Looks, middle screen to Monroe. It worked before the big guy's on his feet, but not before the big linebacker Vieira, number 52, takes down Monroe. They're about the same size. Donovan Monroe and Rivera, number 52, the linebacker. He read that screen really well. Brings up third and long for the Boxers.
Yes, he did, Dom. You could tell New Bedford was ready for that screen, and it's a big guy that caught the football for Brockton, but New Bedford did the right thing, went below his waist to tackle him.
Yep. All right, 3rd and long. They're calling this 3rd and 18. Again, Sanubi by himself. 2 slots to his right, 1 to his left, and a receiver to his right. Straight drop back, looks, thinking middle screen, fires downfield. He has a receiver. It is intercepted. Intercepted by the Whalers. He threw that short and pushed out of bounds.
Intercepted by New Bedford.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pick. The safety read it very nicely, cut right in front of our receiver, and made a nice interception, a key interception down there when Box was in almost in the red zone.
We got a boxer down. That was intended for, looked like it was intended just because he finished the play. It looked like it was intended, excuse me, I'll finally say it, Christian Paul of the Boxers. And we'll get that number of the gentleman that's down.
It looked like it possibly could be number 79. Nope, 78, Vega.
Vegas slow to get up. He threw that, now that I have the image in my head, KO threw that off his back foot. He had no momentum. He was throwing that away. You know what I mean? He didn't really get good mechanics leading that ball downfield. Again, like you said, nice read by New Bedford.
Yeah.
So to get you caught up, Miles, the scoring summary started at 2:29 on Brockton's third offensive possession. A 1-yard run, TD run by KO. Point after try was no good. And then just into the second quarter on their first off possession, Osanubi scores again and another 1-yard run. And that's where we stand. Point after try was good by John Dumas.
Well, it's still early, but Brockton's defense has done their job so far early in this ball game, and that's what they need to keep doing. Just keep New Bedford contained and don't let them in the end zone.
Absolutely. Just to let you know, to fill you in, so Cameron Montero is still sore from the Pinkerton game, and Capiello, the quarterback, is also out with a bruised arm. The good thing about Cameron Montero is he was breathing fine. He just had that bad bruise that made him feel uncomfortable. So he went to go get an MRI, and we'll see what happens. And I wouldn't even dress him in the Durfee game next Saturday.
No, and I think that's a good choice by Coach Colombo and his staff to keep those two key players out of the football game and wait till they're really healthy to get them back out on the field.
Harris now, he's alone back next to him out of the pistol. I believe they're giving that to number 30, Goodine. We'll give you the gentleman's number in 1 minute. And slowly coming up is Batista on the stop for the Boxers.
Yeah, he really manhandled the ball carrier there.
He did.
Just picked him up. Baptista, number 7.
Yep, the senior. They actually almost missed him on senior day. I forgot to mention number and but we had chaos in the press box. But everything worked out fine. And they had a nice presentation for Peter Colombo earlier. The mayor and the state senator came down, gave him for well-deserved recognition of Brockton High School sports. Excuse me. Sorry. Straight drop back. Harris looks left, throws right. Downfield, he has a receiver and it is incomplete. Turco on the coverage. Intended for Jazad Valls.
Yeah, that was an excellent coverage by Turco because the quarterback tried to fake the defense out. He looked left first like he was going to throw, and then all of a sudden he turned right. Turco stayed with his receiver, even though it didn't look like it was coming out that way. And unfortunately, he was overthrown a little bit, but Turco was right with him.
3rd and 8 now from their own 29. 5:25 left in this first half. And we're going to have to blame the producer and director, Mike Simmons, for not informing my guy the proper time change. All right, here we go. Harris again, out of the spread. Rolling left, lot of pressure, fires incomplete. Nicely covered. Intended for Correa on the coverage. I believe that was number 10, Jules Johnson.
Yeah, you were right. The quarterback for New Bedford felt the pressure on top of him, and he had to throw that a little bit early and on the run. Fortunately for Brockton, it was incomplete, but a nice job by Brockton to put the pressure on the quarterback to make that play even harder to complete.
All right, here we go on 3rd and 8. Powell is your middle guy, number 15. He's short. Victor all the way back at his own 33. with 5:21 left in this first quarter. Boxers bringing the house. There's a snap. Here come the Boxers. Just gets it away. Line drive. Victor will let it roll. Takes a New Bedford bounce, and it'll finally settle at the Brockton 25. We will see this offense again.
Yeah, Brockton, like you said, they bought the house on that punt, and they just missed from getting their fingertips on it.
So it's going to be interesting. I'd like to see KO finally throw a good ball. That other ball, I mean, again, nice job by the New Bedford defense picking up, but I still have that image of him dropping back and just throwing the ball like he's in the backyard, not following through. Right, but hey, we got time. Got a whole 2 quarters to play after this.
Yeah, and it's just, you probably mentioned, it's a beautiful day out here, beautiful fall day here at Rocky Marciano Stadium for the Brockton Boxers to go up against their arch rivals, the New Bedford Whalers.
We'd like to welcome everybody watching in the greater New Bedford area and the Brockton here on the Brockton channel here on YouTube. Oh, Capiello's in now. He puts Powell in motion. Capiello, oh, he hit Powell, tried to hit Powell. Actually threw it away. I mean, didn't lead him the right way, threw it to his backside.
To his backside, right. A little bit tougher to catch. He saw the pressure coming. That possibly had something to do with the flight path of that football.
Well, the offensive coordinator said they were going to mix it up. We had a little wildcat. We had, in the first quarter, we had Powell back there running the ball for Brockton. And Osunobi was sitting on the sideline watching the offense. A lot of weapons on this Brockton offense this year in this team. Capiello has Powell out of the spread. Straight drop back, looking, rolling right. He's going to go for a first down. He's turn up. Oh, he just barely couldn't walk that tightrope.
Right.
But not before he picks up. They're only going to give him 2 yards on that, though. Of course, from our sideline, look, he walked the tightrope and took off for about 8 yards.
Yeah. Capio looks pretty good running that football. Of course, we don't want to see him running too much, but he had no choice but to. There was no one open, so he just sprinted out to the sidelines.
I guess that forearm bruise wasn't as bad as we were originally told. That's inspirational to see the kid out there here on 3rd and 8. Powell to him, Powell with him to his right. Puts him away in motion, looks right, fires. Victor incomplete. That's just a little bit out of practice. That's what that is.
Yeah, it was behind him and it was high for the receiver to catch.
He had Victor and he had Christensen Paul further down the field about 5 yards, but like you said, neither of us bring up 4 down as in comes the Southeast Conference Punter of the Year, Resendez. This kid can boot the ball.
Yes, he can. Give him a lot of credit. He's a big guy, but he has a lot of mobility back there to punt that football deep.
Nunes and Johnson back to receive for New Bedford at their own 44. Resendez kick away, little high end over kick. They'll take it at his own 45. Sees an opening and takes off for about 7.
Boy, that was a nice tackle by Ladeo Bastos, number 46. If he didn't put him down, he was going another 15, 20 yards at least.
I personally thought from his body English, shame on me, I thought, and seeing all those black shirts around him, I thought he was going to go fair catch. That's a gutsy play.
That is a gutsy play by a punt returner to do that with the opposite team all around him, and he just took it in stride and kept going.
All right, 1st and 10 from the Brockton 47. Harris will have one back behind him. That looks like Goodine, number 30. And he has a wing back to his left. The receiver's in the slot to his left. They give to the big back, trying to drive forward. And I apologize, it's Nunes was in the back, tackled by number 6. Jackson on the stop for Brockton, number 67. Bring up 2nd and 9 miles from the Brockton 46. quick huddle, quick break. Looks like Nunes again is this time to Harris's right. Slot and receiver to each side. Look left, fires right. Oh, just knocked away. And getting a hand on it for the Brockton Boxers, number 52.
Yes. Nice job, Rene. Put his hands up.
Christian Pina.
Third and 8.
And I apologize, Christian, for not knowing your name. But what a nice play. Timeout, New Bedford. 3:55 left in this first quarter. One thing I know, Coach, the coaching staff and Coach Colombo, the Whalers took Bridgewater, ran them to the limit with a, unfortunately, falling short with it to 28-21. So, they definitely looked at what New Bedford did right. And it looks like as of right now, they're definitely taking it away.
Yeah, the defense is definitely taking away whatever New Bedford is trying to do out here for offense. And I'm sure the defensive coaches for Brockton are just letting Brockton play smart out there. It looks like the quarterback likes to look one way and then goes the other way.
Right, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, it is. And he's trying to throw the defense off, but the defense is doing a good job doing their job out there, especially the linebackers and the cornerbacks, to cover their receivers no matter what.
I'll tell you, when he told me Capiello wasn't playing, he totally fooled me.
Well, I think the last time that KO was out there and he threw that interception,
Yeah.
I think Coach Colombo wanted to settle him down and put probably one of his better pass receivers out of the three that can pass that football is Capiello.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right, so here we go on 3rd and 8. This time, I believe Goodine is behind Harris. Out of that spread, he has a wingback to his right and three receivers. They fake. He rolls fires incomplete. Intended for Colin Rigo, number 4. And here comes the punting unit again for the Whalers.
Yeah, just as Harris released that football, he took a shot from number 52. It was a good, clean shot, but he paid the price for that pass.
Vols getting ready to punt again for the Whalers. Back to receive for Brockton. You got Powell and Victor. Powell, number 15. Victor, number 3. One will play short. One will play just behind the other one, depending on where they're punting from. So they're in the Brockton end. So Victor will be right around the 3. Powell will come up for the short one at his own 30. From the 46, high snap, Vals. So here's a little kick, smart move. It'll take a New Bedford roll and stop right at the Brockton. Looks like the 17-yard line with 3:34 left in this first half.
And there's still a lot of time for Brockton to get that ball down the field and put some points on the board, some more points on the board before they go in to the halftime break. And it looks like KO's back out there after Coach Colombo had him sit on the sidelines for the last offensive possession to kind of settle down and realize you don't have to force anything when you throw that football.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. This time it looks like, try to get the number next to KO. I think that's Powell. They give it to Powell, cutting in, but a swarm of New Bedford defenders takes him down, but he might have gained 1 yard. Let's see what they give him. You know what? It looks like he just made it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. New Bedford doing a nice job just plugging up those holes that the offensive line are trying to create for their running backs and quarterback.
Brockton just basically taking their time running the clock. They've had excellent clock control, clock management in this first half. All right, again, actually a loss of 1 back to their own 16. Powell to the right of KO. Got a flag. Gonna have offsides, encroachment against the Whalers.
Wow.
So we'll go up 5 more yards and repeat second down.
And that's got to drive the New Bedford coach crazy.
Yeah, Mark DeBrito, I had a chance to talk to him. He's also the principal at the high school. What a nice guy. He knows his team's 0-6, and, you know, he's just trying to get some rhythm going with the team. And, you know, they're missing one of their star receivers in Desmond Brookskill. And with that being said, KO and the keeper spins, turns, and finally taken down, but not before. I believe he has enough for another Brockton first down. I could be incorrect.
It's going to be close.
See where they spot it.
And it's going to be short.
Brings up third down and short.
Yep, they're going to bring up 3rd and inches. Brockton stays no huddle.
And you can see Brockton's been playing a very tight formation since they've gotten this football.
Oh, miscue. And I don't know how he did it, but Powell holds on. And he's talking to the center, and he's like, kid, you threw it to my left shoulder.
Wow, that was
There
a
you go.
juggling act
Yeah.
there on Powell. Did a nice job
First down.
staying focused. As
First.
as that ball was being juggled around in the air.
1st and 10 at their own 27. By himself now is Kale. Puts him in motion. They give to Powell going up the left side. He has a seam! 40, 50, see ya, 30, 20, touchdown, oh baby! Powell takes off. Great blocking by those two, the big tight end, Donovan Monroe.
On senior day, Senior Powell. Touchdown.
Yeah, what an electrifying run there. Once he got through the basic line and past the linebackers, it was gone because Brockton played a tight offense. So even the defense was up in tight. And that's very dangerous because if a running back can get through that first part of the line, it's just about over. And you saw it there. It was over. Once he got past those linebackers, cornerback, safety, they were all up. And he just took it to the house nicely. And nice play calling by Coach Colombo and his staff there.
Yep, going for 2 with 1:28 left in this first half. This time it looks like Luke Turco is in the backfield with KO. They put him in motion. That's Paul. They give the Paul a little end around, turning, cutting in Victor. Oh, nice play on a counter, a toss counter. Gave it to Paul, and Paul tosses it inside to Victor, and he goes in for the 2-point conversion.
I got to give credit, Don, for seeing that one because I was totally fooled like the defense was fooled. Looking at the outside running back, but he, like you said, he flipped it nicely inside, and very, very nice play by the Brockton Boxers there.
One thing that the Boxers do well, especially this squad here, when they run those counters, like a toss counter, if you want it, I know it's a counter. A lot of teams fail to cut in right away. So what they'll do, they'll run across the grain and not cut in like they should be, and that's how they get caught. And the Boxers did that point blank, right on.
And New Bedford got caught.
Yes, they did. 21-0 Brockton right now with 1:28 left.
Yeah, that really has to take some air out of the Whalers. They've been doing a pretty good job holding the Boxers to just 13 points up until this point, and just before the halftime, they're going to have to go in a little bit dejected.
And don't forget, at 4 o'clock, we're going to have the Brockton soccer team, currently 11-2-2, as they'll host visiting Dartmouth. 10-2-2? 10-2-2. Kick away, taken at their own 17 by Nunes. Nunes has a corner on his feet. Oh, what speed! Still turning all the way to the Brockton. I believe they're going to mark it at the Brockton 49. Great return by Nunes. Zachary Nunes, number 7, the running back, 5'6", 173 pounds. Smart play, smart runner.
Yeah, excellent decision to take that football and just go forward. very strong kickoff return man. It was tough for the boxers to get him down, but Whalers got nice field position with 1:19 on the clock.
That's about a 27-yard return, if I'm doing my Brockton Public Schools math right. 27 yards, I believe, on that one. Again, 1:19 left. Harris in the back. That looks like he has Nunes with him, and he has a wing back to his right. Right at midfield. Straight drop back, looking, firing downfield. He has and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
Gazette Valves was the intended receiver on that one.
Yeah, Dom, he was looking for somebody long. Nice protection for the quarterback. Adams in the pocket.
Kid has a nice arm.
Excuse me, Harris in the pocket. Good arm, but he just couldn't quite connect with his receivers out there. Brockton's defensive back and safety did a nice job covering their receivers out there.
And again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching in the Dartmouth and the Durfee area. Those are the next two opponents for New Bedford and Brockton. So you know they're probably watching on the Brockton channel. Harris again. In this spread formation, he has two slots and a receiver to his left. He puts Nunes back to his left and a receiver up top. That looks like Valves. Rolling, he's gonna run. Got a first down and smartly runs out of bounds with 1:06 left in the first half.
Yeah, nice job running with that football. Eluded one tackler, I believe number 52, with a nice little juke. Went to the outside and smartly ran out of bounds to stop this clock. I
thought he had it. There I go. One time, we're going to do a broadcast, and I'm not going to guess. And I'm not going to be a yard short, and I'm not going to be a yard shy. With that being said, I thought he had the first down. It was a great run by him, like you mentioned, but he's short 3rd and 1 from the Brockton 41. Harris again. He gives to the big back driving forward. That's Zakarin Nunes. And that's good enough for a Whalers first down.
Yeah, he was tripped up nicely by someone at the line.
Hard to see with all those big guys in there. Looks like they'll mark the ball at the Brockton 37 with 50 seconds and running left in this first half. Harris again. That looks like Nunes is to his right. Two slots, two receivers at each side. Straight drop back. Looks left. There he comes Boston after him. He gets by him. And that's long. It is incomplete. And knocking. Oh, we're going to have a flag.
Oh, come on. That was a nice block breakup by Turco. And if that is pass interference, the Whalers catch a big break.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw a nice play by Turco.
And I think Boston got a hit after the play because Chisholm looks like he was trying to calm him down. I think that's Chisholm. And Donovan made a great play, causing Harris. He had to make almost a not a desperation, but an off-balance throw. But he still threw it. He still threw the ball almost 30-something yards. But with that being said, it is like you said, it is
pass interference.
Pass interference.
And it might be a push as the ball was in the air. It could have been there were two receivers down that area. It could have been the other defensive back that pushed his receiver. I didn't see anything that Turco did wrong, but make a great play.
I did too, but the ref saw something. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 with 25 seconds left in this first half from the Brockton 22. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching in the greater New Bedford area, the greater Brockton area on the Brockton channel. Nothing better than watching it live.
On a beautiful day.
All right, so now they'll line up. They'll have two slots to each side of Harris and two receivers in the backfield. That is Nunes. Puts him in a motion away. That's Johnson. Rolling right, firing, off balance throw in the corner is incomplete.
Wow.
And coming in, the big man who's having a great day. I think that's Christian Pina again, number 52. It is Christian who breaks that throw up from Harris. This time they're going to go no huddle Coach DeBrittle, Mark DeBrittle, he's almost in the huddle with them.
Yeah, again, another great hit by Brockton's 52.
Yep, that's Christensen Pina.
Yeah, Harris paid for that pass.
Oh, he did. Thank God he's wearing that rib guard. Okay, we go again. This time the slots are tighter to the line, as you can see. And two receivers, lone back with him. I believe that is Noons. Straight drop back, looking right. On a little screen to Noons. Taking off. Nobody's there, and he's in for the touchdown from 22 yards out with 9 seconds left.
And that's what the Whalers had to do. They needed to punch that football in the end zone, and that was a beautiful play. Very well executed. Totally caught the boxes off guard, because once he got past that first tackler, there was nobody there to challenge him to get in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice call by head coach Mark DeBritto of the Whalers. And here we go for the point after try. This should be Isaiah Silver. It is. So Silver to set up for the point after try. Trying to cut the Brockton lead to 14. Ball snap. Oh, and a miscue. Rolling and firing and blocked, and it's no good. Ball hit, you saw it, the ball hit the ground for the placeholder. He really couldn't, and then came the Brockton defense.
Yeah, it was a bad snap, like you said, on the center, and the placeholder trying to get it off the ground, but it was too late then. The defensive line did a nice job of getting in there, putting the pressure on the kicker, and made him run with the football.
Absolutely.
I mean, not the kicker. I believe it was the placeholder that ran with the football.
All right, back to receive for the Boxers is looks like Turco number 4. I believe that looks like the Christensen Paul number 84, and Michael Victor number 3, right in the middle of the field, right around their own 10, 11 yard line.
994. 461-994. If you have that ticket, come up to the press box. You are today's winner of the 50-50. Last 3 numbers, 994.
Silva to kick off for New Bedford. High, booming end over kick. Turco lost the ball, and he'll smartly jump on it, his own 20, and it went another 6 yards. Almost gave New Bedford great field position. I don't think he'll be playing kickoff anymore.
Like you said, just a great job of after he muffed it. He just smartly fell right on the football. I'm sure he's not happy with that.
And neither is the coaches. You know how it is. We saw game 1 in Barnstable. We had Cameron Montero, not crazy like that, but he still muffled the kickoff, and we never saw him on the kickoff the rest of the game. On the receiving team for the rest of the game, excuse me. All right, with all that being said, they'll mark the ball at the Brockton 27. 1st and 10 with 6 seconds left, and they're going to run one more play. They're not going to go be conservative and go victory. So Osanubi will have Powell with him to his right, 2 slots to each side, 2 receivers to each side. Again, 6 seconds left in the half. They give to Powell up the middle. He's still on his feet, turns, spinning, and he's finally tackled by a host of Whaler defenders right at his own 45, and that'll do it, Miles, for the half.
Yeah, from what I saw, exciting half. Both defenses doing a good job in that second quarter. Brockton unfortunately gave up a touchdown there with less than a minute to go in the first half, but I'm sure they'll rebound in that second half and make the adjustments they need to make by Coach Colombo.
That's Miles Jackson. I'm Dominic Damiano, almost said my own name wrong. Mike the Postman Simmons will be back with second half action and hopefully some scores from Friday night. We'll be right back.
The Brockton High School Marching Band proudly presents their 2022 show, 24 Karat Halftime, featuring the music of Bruno Mars. As always, they are proud and honored to represent their community and perform for the City of Champions. Now, please welcome, under the field direction of drum majors McDaniel Estime, Robert Lacey, and Glenn Overstreet, the Brockton High School Marching Band.
So I took over this job right from this guy, and it has like all less equipment, like nothing's worth a game.
Brockton High Marching Band is under the direction of Andrew Santuccio, Assistant Director Susan Godwin-May, Battery Instructors Michael Montega and Will St. Louis, Kid Instructors Daniel Howells and Jonathan Monroe, Color Guard Instructors Rebecca Desmond, Jennifer McKenzie and Amy Dwam, Majorette Instructor Judy Noon, Halftime Dance Team Instructors Caitlin Fitzgerald, and the marching band staff of Debbie Chen, Kristen Fuller, and Sonia Metcalf.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Marciano Stadium as we get ready to start second half action. Miles Jackson. I'm Dominic Damiano, and none other than the man, Mike the Postman Simmons, producer and director, as we get ready again to give you second half action. It's good to have Miles back here. Don't forget, at 4 o'clock, we will be giving you the soccer game from Marciano Stadium as the boys soccer team. They will host Dartmouth, and they'll kick off at 4 o'clock. So both teams again in the midfield. This should be pretty much easy. Brockton deferred, Miles, in the first half, so we'll be getting the ball to start the second half, which makes sense.
Yep.
And while they're talking, I believe I can mention some more scores from around the league from around Friday night. If I do it really fast. All right, let me see. Let me get from right about here. It was Old Rochester over Somerset Berkeley, 42-28. Xaverian beats St. John's Shrewsbury, 55-6. Manamoy beats Upper Cape Tech, 28-8. Atlantis Charter loses to Cathedral, 44-0. Bishop Feion beats Bishop Fenwick, 20-3. Middleborough stays perfect in the league with a 35-8 win over Abington. Norwood beats Ashland 7-0. Holliston over Medfield 50-14. Dover Sherborne over Millis 33-7. And Mashpee beats Carver 25-20. That's just some of the scores. I guess I should have started it earlier. There's a lot more scores than that, but we hope you enjoy our bonus coverage here at Brockton Community Access TV. Again, we're getting ready to start the second half. Back to receive for the Boxers. They are letting Turco stay in, number 4 on the kickoff, with Victor, number 3, and it looks like Powell, number 15, right around their own 12-yard line. As number 11 gets ready to kick off, Isaiah Silva also does the point-after attempts when it comes to kicking. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, stand by for Brockton High School football. Again, they're taking on the New Bedford Whalers in the Southeast Conference matchup. Ball taken at his own 17. That's Victor. He sees a seam, drives forward all the way up to his own 32. And let's see if I get it right this time.
And it'll be interesting to see in the second half how we start out, to see if New Bedford can carry some of that momentum after scoring that late touchdown to cut the lead to 15 points.
And again, I'm wrong again. It's the 34-yard line. Well, as the producer just shakes his head in disgust at me again. I'm used to it. There's got to be a form I can fill out for a complaint. I just don't know which one to fill out. All right, here's our first look at the Brockton's offense. Again, as we start this second half. KO has Powell next to him. He has the big wing back, the big tight end. That's Monroe. He's going to keep it off the right tackle. Farmer's block, cuts back in, has a seam, and he is still on his feet at the 30. Then finally pushed all the way down. Let's see, they'll mark him at the New Bedford 28-yard line. What a way to start the first possession in the second half.
Yes, indeed, and that was a design play for the quarterback just to take it and go around the outside, use his speed and his blocking to advance the football. They did a nice job getting it inside the 30-yard line of New Bedford.
And I apologize because there was a New Bedford defender who had his jersey for about 8 yards, and I forgot to get that gentleman's number. He basically saved a touchdown from the Boxers.
That's right. Slowed him down a little bit for his teammates to come from behind and get him.
Giving to Powell. He's going to go up the other side, but a host of New Bedford defenders read that well. They were stunting anyway. Vieira, the big linebacker, was in on that, along with number 58, James Lopes, the defensive tackle, and a loss of about 4.
Yeah, they got right in through that line and was able to get to the running back before he could even cut up field. He had no chance on that particular play.
They mark the ball all the way back to the New Bedford 32 here on 2nd and 14. And Victor, he was limping before, and now he's real. Now he's going to sit down as number 3, Michael Victor. He's out. He's tight. He had that on the kickoff to start the second half. He was coming up limping. KO, he's going to keep it. Sees an open seam, trying to take the corner. Spins, gets by one defender. Driving forward, but not before a host of defenders takes him down at the 25 in New Bedford.
Yeah, KO's so dangerous. If he can get, when he gets past that first tackle and starts heading upfield, you just don't know if he's going to break it or not.
Kevin Alea was on the tackle.
Yeah, he's got that ability to do that. And nice job by New Bedford tackler there, as you said, Dom, to make the tackle before anything really produced.
Looks like 3rd and 6 again from the New Bedford 25. This time Powell is to KO's right, as you can see. They give to Powell. Off the left tackle, spinning, driving. He's going to take a guy with him, spinning, still moving, and slowing him up. Maybe, it looks like he's going to have enough for a first down on the tackle. Number 6 is Samita. Edrickson Samita on the stop for New Bedford.
Yeah, Powell, very tough to take down. He's got some strong legs. He just keeps him moving, even though there's a defender or 2 on him.
He took that kid by himself about 3 yards.
Yes, indeed.
And excellent clock management by Peter Colombo and his staff. Of course, that run was good enough for a Brockton first down. And you're just going to go in the huddle. No reason to go no huddle.
Get your hands ready, catch the shirt.
KO again. Looks right. Throws left, and it is intercepted at the 2-yard line. And pushed down by Christensen Paul. Number 9 underthrown, Kevin Alea on the pick.
Yeah, nice job by Kevin Alea to read it perfectly and just cut right in front of the receiver. And that was a dangerous pass to throw. With a lot of defensive white jerseys around that football. There were a couple of receivers in the area, but it's just too many New Bedford defensive personnel back there. And disaster happens again.
That's his 2nd pick in the game.
Yep, 2nd pick inside the 25.
So from their own 15, Harris. Harris looks like he has nuns to his right. He puts a man in motion. That's Johnson. Give to the big back. And Nuns drives forward, but not before he picks up 9 yards. They did that. They're good. Well, everyone loves that spread read option. And New Bedford ran that 8-yard play. I thought it was a 9-yard play. Textbook.
Definitely so.
Nunes again in the backfield with Harris. 2 slots to his right, a receiver to each side. They give to Nunes again, right up the center, up the left guard, but this time Brockton read it well. Let's see where they mark the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Looking at that side judge there. He's walking right on the line, so possibly, just depends on the spot. And it's, yep, well short.
3rd down, you know they're going to, if they don't make it on 4th, you know they'll probably go. I would think they'd want to go for it.
As it's, well, 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, and they're only down by 15. They're
True.
deep in their own territory, so it'd be if they don't get it here, I believe they'll punt. Still a lot of time left in this football game.
Again, this time 2 slots to each side, 2 receivers. They give to the big back, he drives forward, and he will have enough Noons will have enough for a Whalers first down. So on their first offensive possession, off an interception. They get their first down here in the second half.
Yeah, nice job by New Bedford to pound it in there for that first down on that third down call.
I'll tell you, there are some big, strong guys on that Brockton front four. And for the smaller New Bedford kids to take them, that's very impressive.
Very impressive.
Harris again, that looks like Noons to his right. Out of the shotgun, out of the spread, straight drop back, looks right. Now he's showing left. Ball's up. It is caught, fingertip caught, all the way down to the Brockton 30.
Wow.
What a catch by Zizad Valls.
It was. Powell was on him. Receiver might have had a half a step on him, but it was just enough for him to bring that ball in beautifully, like you said, with one hand and tuck it in nicely. And a big play right there by the Whalers.
The last two throws we saw by Harris, he overthrew his defenders. This time he led them perfectly. All being said, first down at the Brockton 30. 6:45 left in the third quarter. Miles Jackson, I'm Dominic Damiano, and Mike the Postman Simmons giving you Brockton High School football in the Southeast Conference matchup. Give to the big back. That's Noons. And finally tackled all the way down to the Brockton 6. And everything is, all the Pistons are firing for this New Bedford offense here in this second half of their first drive.
Yeah, give that New Bedford right side of that offensive line to open up a nice hole for the running back to just plow through there and get big yardage on the play.
What mechanics by Noons. He knows how big those Brockton linemen are. He held that ball with two hands. All right, here we go. Same formation. And we're going to have a false start.
Flag on the play.
Dead ball. False start against the offense. And they'll push him back 5 yards.
Yeah, that's the Brockton's advantage because it's first and goal. So
got to regroup. Brockton has to regroup. We knew, and I know we mentioned, this is a very talented New Bedford team. They just have had some bad breaks in a lot of games this year.
And that's true because you can have a talented team and just catch wrong breaks in the games that you play and lose by a few points here, a few points there.
Harris again, Noons to his right. And they might have got Brockton this time. They do.
Brockton gives that 5 yards back.
Outside.
You know, you can tell a kid in practice, watch the ball, watch the ball. Excellent job there by that hard count by Harris to get the big Brockton defensive lineman to jump off sides. We'll do it all again, same formation. Harris gives the Noons right up the middle, driving forward. He's in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Noons.
And New Bedford has just made it very interesting.
They just have, yes, sir. And let's see if they're going to go for two. They are. That was just a little trap up the middle.
And you can see the Brockton defensive players are looking at each other like, what happened there?
Right.
This is a big two-point conversion here, Dom.
Yep. Let's see what they come out with. They might just give it to Harris again.
And you can see they got their offense spread. That tells me they got a shotgun. I'm going to say they just might run it in, try and run it in with the spread offense.
Looking right, throws left, it's tipped. Nice job by Turco to break up that play. To hold off the two-point conversion. We match up field 21-12 with 5:21 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was an excellent defensive play by Turco. It's one of the hardest routes you have to try to cover when the offense is in it within the 5-yard line or less, where the receiver does a down and in, takes a couple of steps and cuts right across the middle. And he did a nice job timing his play to go over and slapped that ball away from behind.
He really did. Back to receive for the Boxers around their own 10-yard line. Number 15 is Powell. Victor at his own 3, and Turco right around his own 12 to receive deep for the Boxers. And, of course, the kicker, that's Isaiah Silva, number 11. He'll get ready to kick off for the Whalers. Whalers have definitely made this interesting. We talked about earlier how they took Bridgewater Raynham Trojans to the limit, but falling just short, 28-21. And like you said, this game has just turned interesting. There's a kick, big end over kick. It'll see if they let it go out of bounds. They will, and they'll back them up 5 more yards. Brockton had an initial drive going on that first offensive possession, but another ball, this time one was thrown off his back foot by KO, and the other one, like you said, threw it in. There were 3 white jerseys there.
Yeah, that Brockton's hurt themselves inside the 25-yard line, 20-yard line. Twice they've been down there since I've been here and have thrown interceptions to kill the drive. And on that particular last drive kill, New Bedford took advantage, put the ball back down the field, and scored with less than 30 seconds to go in the half.
All right, now they'll kick off from the 35 as Silva sets up the ball. And the Boxers move up 5 yards to adjust. There's a line drive, booming end over kick. Powell take it out of his own 21. Slowly kicks on the after judge, trying to get around the corner, spins, but tackled at his own 27. And it looks like that was number 9 on the tackle, Kevin Allah, excuse me. So here's our second offensive look here in this second half, Miles, with 5:15 left in the third quarter. Let's see if we can get that momentum back and finally push one in.
Yeah, Brockton's going to have a good offensive drive on this particular set.
So now they switch it up. They put Santos back there, number 48, the big back. And this Powell turning, spinning, cutting, and tackled at his own 34.
Nice job by Powell to get whatever he got.
Well, they fit it. They definitely bit on the fake because Santos went the other way. Lorenzo Santos, he went right tackle, and like you said, Powell's jab stepped him at the other. Now they give to Santos driving forward. Oh, we're going to have a flag. Laundry on the other far side of the field. And slow to get up. I believe that's number 58. That's James Lopes. He's their right guard, too.
Ooh. New Bedford can ill afford to lose one of their offensive linemen. Excuse me, defensive linemen.
They're going to call false start against the Boxers.
Yeah, Boxers really going to have to start picking it up as far as urgency and everybody do their job out there and executing the plays.
And the big guy gets up.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be okay. Limping a little bit. Whatever side that New Bedford player is playing, that's the side they should go on this particular play. Could be some weakness at the moment.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 9 with 4:23 left in this third quarter. This time KO by himself. They put a man in motion and they stop it. Timeout, New Bedford.
Yep, coach for the Whalers didn't like what he saw. Mark DeBrito.
DeBrito, yep.
Well, it's second down for the Boxers, but this is a very important drive for the Boxers. They need to get some momentum going just by marching the ball down the field, giving that defense a little break.
All right, so they come out of their timeout. Brockton goes right to the line of scrimmage. New Bedford looks like they're ready. KO puts him in motion. It's Victor. Fake to Victor. Misses once. Trying to get on the corner, but on a stunt. And taken for a big loss.
Wow.
Here's KO.
Boy, New Bedford Whalers came in with everybody. Read that play perfectly.
Byron Aldonado, number 51, on the sack. Loss of about 5. We'll bring up 3rd and long. And it looks like right now, Brockton, even though we got a decent lead, looks like they're in a fight.
Yeah, they're kind of fighting mentally with themselves offensively right now, as New Bedford has put the stops on this Brockton offense and here in the second half.
Timeout, Brockton. I don't think he liked his, KO, I should just say his name, Osanabi. He was like leaning over, trying to get the play as the offensive coordinator and jogging back. I wouldn't have been too confident about running that next play. That kid definitely needed some air, you know?
Yeah. Well, Brockton's going to get this first down. Coach is going to have to pull something out of their bag of tricks if they want to keep this drive going. You can see the offense, everybody's spread wide.
Yeah, he has 2 slots to his right, 1 to his left, and a receiver to each side, straight back. Osanubi trying to spin, move, fires it downfield. He has a receiver. It is incomplete, intended for Victor at the New Bedford 39. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, well, it's a tough break for the Boxers if number 3, Victor, if he could have read that a little bit better, all he had to do was take a step or 2 back.
Yep.
He had time. Ball was in the air. Just tough to call whereabouts it was going to fall. Good effort, but
nicely thrown ball, too.
yeah.
All right, here comes the best punter in the Southeast Conference, Resendez. Big number 74. Let's kick away. Oh, that's a nice kick. End over. He'll catch it at his own 36. Trying to cut up. Sees a lane. Now high stepping, but pushed out by Pena at the Brockton. I think they're going to call that the 44.
Well,
Nice.
Bedford's working with nice, beautiful field conditions. Field position.
That was Luz Johnson on the return. One thing you don't want to do to this New Bedford team is give them an extra step there, give them some momentum, and they definitely have it.
Yeah, they definitely have the momentum at the moment, Dom. And they need to take advantage.
Harris in the back. Harris in the gun. O'Neal Harris is the back, I believe, behind him. They fake. He rolls out, looks, fires, complete. To Noon, still on his feet, spinning all the way down to the Brockton. I'm going to call that around the 27-yard line of Brockton.
Yeah, very nice play that developed for the Whalers. And quarterback again looking to his right and went back to his left and found the open man right there out there in the flat. And nice gain for the Whalers.
1st and 10 now. This time I believe.
That was just a case of tough running and some sloppy tackling by the Boxers. But great effort by New Bedford's running back there.
Whalers will most likely go for make this a 3-point game. New Bedford has found their second gear, that's for sure. Oh, and Powell will be offside.
Yeah, he tried to time that. It'll go half the distance to the goal line.
Snap low, kick up, and it's blocked, and it's no good. We march upfield. Great stand by the Boxers. Hopefully they can turn that nice stop there offensively as Batista comes up. Number 7, Rowan Batista, all fired up. 21-18, 2:21 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice job by the Boxers to break that line and get in there with urgency to block that field point after attempt. I'm sure the Boxers know what they have to do now. Bring some urgency. Bring some urgency to this offense and really start concentrating and moving that ball down the field. Right now, New Bedford's offense is really clicking, and they don't want to give the ball back too quickly to the Whalers. And you can see over in that sideline, Dom, them players are pretty fired up over there on the Bedford side.
Oh, yes, they are. As Silva gets ready to kick off, back to receive, Victor number 3, Powell number 15, and Turco number 4 for Brockton. Line drive, Turco will take it on the fly, lost the ball, picks it up at his own 30, trying to spin, move, he's still on his feet, still driving forward, but he's finally out of bounds. Nice recovery, and he picks up about 7. And they're going to mark it right at his own 33-yard line.
Yeah, that was a very nice, nifty run after the after he kind of flubbed the kickoff. But he did a nice job keeping his cool. Players coming down on him.
Yep.
And he was somehow kept his cool and just kind of juked around and tiptoed his way back to a decent spot where they're starting at about inside the 35.
Flubbing is a nice way of saying what he did. So it'll be with Powell. They give to Powell. Going up the left guard. He has him. Oh, he's still moving, but another heads-up tackle. That was a tight line. I thought he was going to put another gear on the tackle for New Bedford. That looks like that was number 21. And that's Tal Guzman. Sorry, Tal, but messed that name up. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Brockton's bread and butter right now. It looks like just get it inside or outside tackle guard, no matter what side.
They give to Powell again. He has a corner. 40, 30, and finally tackled out of bounds all the way out to the New Bedford 18. Just when you see bloom and gloom, Brockton's offense kicks into gear again.
Yeah, nice job by Cruz to just barely get Powell down from behind. Otherwise, that was a touchdown. But that time, the Boxers ran it just to the outside, I believe the defense thought they were going to keep coming inside like I thought, and Powell did a nice job bringing it to the outside, putting on the speed, again, bringing this ball in the red zone again for the Boxers. Twice they've been in there before and gave up the football on interceptions. They need to really take care of it this time.
Now from the New Bedford 18 on 1st and 10. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Osanubi driving forward. They pick up about 2.
Yep, and that was a planned quarterback draw. They had Luke Turco in the backfield. Everybody else was spread out.
All right, so here we go on 2nd and 8. With officially a minute left in the third quarter. Again, Luke Turco, like Miles mentioned, in the backfield. They give to Luke, driving for it, using his speed.
Yes.
Picks up about 3, maybe 4. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, nice job by Luke Turco to grab the ball, protect the football, and get a little bit closer to the first down marker.
Looks like 3rd and about 4 from the New Bedford 12. This time Powell comes back in next to KO. That tight line formation. They give to Powell, spinning, turning, driving forward. He might be sure. Looks like it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
What do you do here, Dom?
You go.
You go. You got to go.
You got to go.
At the end of 3, Boxers 21, Whalers 8.
And there you go. You heard the PA announcer. After 3 quarters, you score Brockton 21, New Bedford 18. And we'll switch the ends of the field so Miles and I don't have to look over the corner of this wall.
Well, so far this drive, this is what the coaches for Brockton want their offense to do. Drive down the field, take some time off the clock, and try and punch this ball in the end zone. I'm sure Coach Colombo would rather have a touchdown than a field goal because it's still close. And right now, still, New Bedford's offense still has a lot of momentum going, and I know they're itching to get their hands back on that football. So it's very important for the Boxers to get some points on the board here. With it 4th down, it's going to be very interesting to see if offensive coordinator has his team come out spread out or tight knit.
Yep.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they come out here on here.
All right, on 4th and 1. You know the Boxers are going right to the line of scrimmage. They don't need to huddle.
They know what they got to do, and they know what they're going to do.
Once again, let's hear it for all our seniors here today. The class of 23.
Yeah, Dom, I wasn't here at the beginning for the seniors, but congratulations to all our seniors here on the football team,
Absolutely.
The band, the cheerleaders, the majorettes, everybody who's a senior who puts out a great show for the Boxers.
Powell on 4th down, on his feet, driving forward, and that's more than enough for a Boxer. 1st down to the New Bedford 4.
Yeah, nice hard running by Powell. New Bedford didn't give up much, but it was enough for Powell with his offensive line to get the 1st down, and that's all they wanted. Oh, yep.
Mitchell Thompson, the center, his who also plays nose got a tackle. His helmet came off, so he has to come off for a play. Now KO again, Powell to his left. He's going to run, use his speed, stop, cut in, still spinning. He's determined, he's in!
Wow.
He just got by 3 defenders.
You said the key word, Dom, determined. He was determined because I thought he was going to be stopped, but he did a little spin move, broke a tackle, and he was in the end zone. Excellent effort by Powell. Was that Powell? Or
No,
was
that was Sanubi. That was KO.
KO. Nice job by KO to will his way into the end zone.
And we do have a player down on the far side of the field. The initial defender, will give you his name and a number. We hope he's all right. He could have caught his cleat in the turf and spun the way because he was the first one that KO spun away from. And he gets up slow. And that is number 24. That's Aaron Pimentel. So Aaron gets up. And with that being said, here comes John Dumas for the point after try for the Boxers. There's a snap, ball down, kick is up, it is good. He could have kicked that ball 10 yards further.
Yeah, and that was a key drive right there because now it makes a 2-possession lead for the Boxers. Where New Bedford had the momentum going up until that point. But it's nice to see the Boxers get out there, drive all the way down the field, and punch it in for a score, and then get the extra point.
28-18 with 11:29 left in the game.
And that's really lifted the spirits of these Brockton fans and the band and the cheerleaders.
This special teams set here on this particular time right now. This is big. They got to really pin them. They are very dangerous. We talked about this the whole game. Very talented New Bedford Whalers team.
Yes, indeed, and the Boxers still going to have to be on their P's and Q's.
Noons, number 7, number 4, that's Valves, Jazad Valves, right around their own 18, 19 yard line. Now they back up to the 15. Actually, the 13, 14 yard line. They're going to back up even further. Dumas's kick, it's a place kick. And they're going to call offsides. They're going to call.
Yeah.
They're going to call false start on one of the kickoff guys.
Yeah, I could see at over on the far end, one of the players left before the kicker kicked the football. Went past that line of scrimmage, and that's just something you can do. There's really no excuse for that. You just wait for you can try a little bit, but wait until the kicker kicks the football before you cross that line.
Yep. They were trying to place in the corner so the far side gunner, number 20 for Brockton, that is on this side, that's Zaik Barnes. He was trying to get him to run under that ball. Dumas again, this time kicking off from his 35-yard line. He places it again and it falls right around the 32 and smartly jumping on it. I believe that was Noons. Because number 39 from Brockton, Wilder, Xavier Wilder, he was coming down.
Yeah, he was coming in like a mad calf or something.
Yeah.
And he put a nice clean hit on the kickoff.
He did.
Returner.
So here's our first look here in the fourth quarter for this New Bedford offense. New Bedford had a great third quarter.
They did. Cut it down to 3 points.
They did. And they'll start at their own 29.
Be very interesting, Dom, to see how this offense responds. And they're going to have to respond big because, again, it's a 2-possession lead for the Boxers.
Harris in the spread formation. They give to the dive back, if you will, I believe that's number 51. I don't want to let me see. It is, of course, it's number 26. I'm guessing one number. Oh, Dominic, stop where you're at. David Tavares was the ball carrier.
Correa was in there on the tackle, number 5, one of the safeties.
Bring up 2nd and 7 from their own 37. Noons again. They give to Noons. He's spinning, turning, and driving forward. And he picks up at least 5. Should bring up 2nd and about 3rd and 2, excuse me.
Yeah, Noon's a very tough, small running back, built like a spark plug. And he's a junior. Excuse me, he's a sophomore.
Now on 3rd and 2 from their own 40. Oh, miscue on the snap. Harris trying to get out of trouble. He's sacked all the way back to his own 29.
Yeah.
Christian Pina with a great day today.
Yeah, Pina smelled that. Came right at him for the big loss. Just a miscue on the snap and the quarterback. Looked like he might have mishandled that.
Oh, my goodness, yes. It was a low snap. And then the poor kid was under duress.
He was definitely under duress. Brockton's defense smelt that right out.
Victor, number 3, back to receive right around his own 32. There's a snap. That ball's away. Looks like he'll let it bounce. Oh, it's going to take a New Bedford roll all the way down to the Brockton 19-yard line with 9:14 left here in the game.
Well, Boxers right now, like you said, with 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go, their offense has some momentum going right now. And they need to just take advantage of that offense, use some more time off the clock, just make it harder for New Bedford to try to make a comeback.
Brockton could really use another scoring drive and try to put this game out of reach for the Whalers, but the Whalers, they just are not going away, folks.
Nope. And that's why I said when these two teams meet, you just throw out the records on each side and just look for an action-packed, exciting game.
Here on 1st and 10, Powell in the backfield. They move Christian Paul to the line, otherwise you wouldn't have 7 guys. In motion, that's Victor, stops. Oh, and the offensive coordinator is going to lose his mind. False start.
There was some confusion. You could tell by the running back, he started to go in motion and came back and kind of stopped like, I'm confused. And the referee saw it, so they give him a 5-yard penalty.
Brockton puts themselves in a hole here. 1st and 15 from their own 14. Victor and Paul are the wideouts to the right. Turco to the left. The other wideout. Paul in the back run. A miscue on the snap. Moving, trying to get something up and driving forward is KO. He's down at his own 2-yard line. Maybe 3.
And thank God that KO had sense enough to pick that football up just as it was getting ready to go in the end zone and just at least get it within play. So the offense, it's only 2nd down, but 2nd down and about 25 at least. Brockton's in a tough position.
They're going to mark that at his own 2. They're going to go tight formation. 2 wings, almost like it looks like the double wing. They give to Powell trying to cut at the corner. Cuts back in, but not before a host of New Bedford defenders takes him out.
Powell's going to get a...
No, that might be on.
I don't know. I think they're going to call it on Powell, the referee, because he was kind of taunting the tackler.
Yeah,
as he got up.
Pereira, number 52.
And the referee was right there for it. He threw that flag quickly.
Dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct against Brockton.
Who did it best? 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, and 2-4.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's going to put Brockton even a deeper hole, because that's a personal foul.
I believe they can only go half the distance of the
yeah,
goal, right?
Definitely so.
So that'll put them at the 3 again. Or did they already mark it off?
Yep.
I guess they did.
They did.
So it looks like it's right at the 5. Tight formation again. This time, Luke Turco's in the backfield with KO. They give the Luke Turco trying to drive forward. He does drive forward. He picks up maybe 3. And on here on 4th down. And we'll look at Resendiz. This is the most I've ever think we've seen Resendiz 3rd down. No, 4th down.
4th down, yeah. So at least the punter has some room back there for Sende to kick the football, punt the football.
Here he is, the best punter in the Southeast Conference. Resendiz in the middle of his own end zone. The returners are right at their own, the Brockton 42. Line drive kick, nice kick. But they'll take it at their own 39. Turning, spinning, and out of bounds at the Brockton 29.
Yeah, that was a nice catch by the punt returner as he was running up to get it and just caught it on his fingertips, but held on to it. Ran straight up the field, and New Bedford Whalers has some excellent field position with 7 minutes, 16 seconds to go, Dom.
Jules Johnson on the return for the Whalers. And here we go on 1st and 10 from the Brockton 30. Harris, he has Nunes behind him. He has a wingback offset to his left, as you can see. Give to Nunes, almost on delay, but Brockton comes up tight. He might have made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice stop by Brockton's line there. I believe number 7 got in that. Baptiste got into that play.
Great stop by the Boxers as we're under 7 minutes left in the game in a very tight 28-18 game. Harris again, he has Nunes behind him. Coming on the screen, throws, and it is intercepted by Victor at the 12. Michael Victor's going up the sideline, the 40, the 50, cutting back all the way in to, oh, what an over-the-shoulder catch.
That was a beautiful interception. The receiver looked like he had a step on the cornerback, but number 3, Michael Victor, made a beautiful, like you said, over-the-shoulder interception.
We have a flag on the field. You really can't see it.
Yep.
It's at the Brockton 46. So that will be, I would think they're going to mark it off from there, but we wanted a good stop by Brockton, and they showed us that they can do it.
Yeah, they're going to call holding on the return by the Boxers, but that's no consolation for the New Bedford Whalers. That was a big, big pick. Big-time pick right there. That was a top 10 on ESPN. That was just beautiful, like you said. It came out of nowhere.
Right over the shoulders.
I mean, great ability to know where the ball is. Great ball sense by Victor. And a key defensive play right there for the Boxers.
Ball marked at the Brockton 36. 6:22 left in the game.
Yeah, it's got to take a little wind out of the New Bedford team there.
Brockton goes tight in their formation. KO has done a great job. He's going to keep the ball. Take the corner. See ya. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. No flags. Touchdown, Brockton. Oh, baby, what a run.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful play call right there. About a 60-plus yard TD run for KO. And again, a great play call by the Brockton coaches.
I don't see flags. Is there a flag on the play? Now there is a flag. They're going to call a flag Oh, that might be unsportsmanlike conduct because he's looking at Peter Colombo. The touchdown is good. Dead ball. Touchdown is good. Personal foul against New Bedford after the touchdown.
And all that is just frustration on New Bedford's part.
Yeah.
They were right in the game, down by 3 points in the third quarter there, and all of a sudden the floodgates open.
Yep.
You know, and that's just frustration coming out on New Bedford's part.
John Dumas for the point after try. There's a snap. The kick is up. And it is good. We march upfield 35-18 with 6:05 left.
And I tell you, Dom, KO is so dangerous on that quarterback keeper to either side of the field because all he has to do is break one tackle, possibly two, and he's gone.
So you think about this. You're starting quarterbacks out with a bruised arm, came in, took a couple throws. Another dangerous man you have with a deep bruise, you have Cameron Montero, number 1. He is out. You have Durfee next week away. This is your last home game of the season before the playoffs. And you have a limping Michael Victor, who just had an incredible interception that caused this offensive drive that resulted in a touchdown.
Besides the great athletic ability on Victor to just turn around and take that ball out of the air from the receiver, great football sense on knowing where the football is at the time when he made his leap into the air.
That came down, in my opinion, to who wanted it more and who judged the ball quicker, because even the receiver, and I believe the receiver, I hope I got this gentleman's name right, I believe it was, Jules Johnson, the big wide receiver for them. They were both looking up at the same time, and Victor just got the better of it and was able to get under that ball.
Exactly. He wanted the ball more, and just a great athlete. He went high in the air for that one.
He did.
And the receiver really had no chance. He's turning around thinking the ball was coming right to him. I thought the ball was going to come right to him. It was a nice pass, but Victor just made the great defensive play.
All right, so here we go. Now the penalty has been assessed, the personal foul. They're going to kick it off at the New Bedford 45. I'm thinking squib kick.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to put it in the end zone. Little squib kick or something so your players have a chance to get down there and maybe recover.
You know what else? We could see another place kick with the two gunners. Maybe we'll see. There's a little place kick. All right, bounce. Taken at their own 10, turning and spinning. I believe that's Val's, Jules Val's. And it is on the return. And looks like they're going to mark it at his own 20. So a gain of 10 with exactly 6 minutes left in the game.
And that's a tall order to fill. 3 possession lead, and you're playing the Brockton Boxers, who has a very exciting offense.
And who are currently ranked 10th in the state.
Well, it's about time they finally get up there. Obviously the MIAA has taken notice to this Brockton Boxer team because they weren't even in the top 20.
No.
2 or 3 games ago. 2 games ago.
I don't like the power rankings. I'm gonna let you know next time I'm on the radio and I'm complaining about it. You can call in. Harris now. He gives the Noons. Oh, a little read. He sees it, gets to the outside. Harris sees the corner, cuts back in, and taking him out is Pina. Christian Pina comes up. We've been calling his name defensively all day.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, but one of the key blocks, not block, but one of the key defensive moves over there was by Turco playing corner over there. And he kind of held up that play as he was trying to go to the outside where his teammates came up and made the play.
Nice run by Harris. He picks up 4. Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Whalers. Looks like Noons is going to stay with him in the backfield. 2 slots, 2 receivers out of the spread formation. Straight drop back, looks in the flat, almost tipped and incomplete.
And I think the reason it was incomplete is because New Bedford's attended receiver there, number 7 for New Bedford. He kind of just stood there instead of kind of running upfield a little bit because the quarterback was trying to lead him.
Yeah,
And-
Jalen Jackson, number 67 from Brockton High, could have met. He threw a hand in there. We don't know from this far
Yep,
out, but
yep.
he could have got a ball on that. Got a big hand on that.
Yep, great defensive effort by the Boxers there.
Here on 3rd and 6. From their own 24. Harris again. He has Nunes with him in the backfield. This time he has the receivers to his right. Back screen to Nunes. Gets by Batista. He's up the sideline. He's at the 40. Turning, spinning, and Turco with a great open field tackle at the New Bedford 45, but not before Nunes picks up a Whaler first down.
Yeah, that looked like possibly that Turco kept him from going to the end zone. Number 5 might have been over there and deeper, the safety for the Boxers, Correa.
Harris again on 1st and 10 at their zone 47. Straight drop back, looks left, fires, complete. And not before he picks up a first down. Nice by Jules Johnson, number 10, in Brockton territory at the Brockton 39.
Yeah, nice little route, pass route he ran, turned right around, and the ball was right there from the quarterback. Good throw by New Bedford's quarterback.
Harris again. This time it reads to Nunes. Nunes takes the ball, but a host of Brockton defenders. And there's Donovan Monroe picking up his hands like, I didn't do nothing. Timeout. Timeout, New Bedford, with 4:07 left in the game. And as you can see on your TV, 35-18 now.
Yeah, you could tell this Brockton defense is very hungry again after that last takeaway from New Bedford, and they're hungry to get another one. Bedford doing a nice job trying to bring the ball down the field, but the clock is against them right now, leading behind the Boxers 35-18.
So the situation looks like it's going to be 2nd and about 7. Ball spotted at the Brockton 36. Again, 4:07 left. Boxers looking to improve to 7-1. Here on 2nd and 7. Nunes is with Harris in the backfield. He gives the Nunes on a quick handoff, spinning and saving a tackle.
Yeah.
A first down, number 65 for Brockton.
Excellent shoestring tackle there by the lineman.
Giovanni Pierce.
Again, if he doesn't make that tackle, he's going to get some big yardage out of that play. But the defense rose to the occasion.
Looks like 3rd and about 4 from the Brockton 34. Again, same formation in the backfield. Low snap. Harris trying to lead a receiver. He has one. Caught. Oh, over the shoulder. He's in for the touchdown.
Wow.
What a great play by Jazad Valves.
Michael Victor was all on that, but he had his back to the quarterback.
Yeah, he had no idea where the
He
ball
had no
was.
idea. I was taught in the old school days, you turn your head,
Yeah.
look at the quarterback, but they don't do that much anymore. The defensive backs seem to just play the receiver and don't even look back. And that was kind of a freaky touchdown there, folks.
I'll tell you right now, Valves made one heck of a play.
He sure did. He kept his concentration. That ball wasn't secured in until after he left Vic.
He used Victor's helmet to secure
Yeah,
the
secure
ball,
the ball.
And took the ball off his helmet. Nevertheless, New Bedford scores point after try, pending, trying to make this a 10-point game. They're going to go for 2. Same formation, but this time he brings the receivers in the slots in closer. Nunes is in the backfield. Brockton looking to stunt on this 2-point conversion. Harris turning, gets by Monroe, spins, and it's knocked away. Great defender, great job by that Brockton corner.
Yeah, that was number 20, Barnes.
That was Barnes. Yep, it was. Good memory. We march up field 35-24 with 3:15 left. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I think the defense was a little stunned on that one because it was kind of a just great play by the receiver. Victor had no idea that he caught the ball and turned in and ran for the touchdown.
And Harris didn't have a tight spiral on it. He just had enough. He was trying to he put it right where it had to be. He actually underthrew the receiver. So they're thinking onside kick, and I would be thinking onside kick too with 3:15 left and up by 10, excuse me. Actually 11.
11.
I had to look twice.
So basically, New Bedford would have to score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, then get the ball back and try to kick a field goal.
Well, they are set up to see if they're going to place the ball. As Sylvia, number 11, they are uneven on the right side of that kickoff. And it is. It's not going to go 10 yards. Nope, it's not going to go. It's not going to go 10.
No. That was an interesting onside kick. It looked like once he kicked it, it went right to the right.
I can't remember a ball taking a crazy roll like that before.
Yeah.
So it will be Brockton's ball. At the New Bedford 46, 1st and 10. And then they're going to mark. Oh, they're going to kick it again? I forget. No, what am I saying? The coach is their ball. They're going to mark. Yeah, it didn't go 10 yards. I just said that and I didn't even think about it for a minute. I'm getting there. That was crazy. That was the craziest roll I ever seen. All right, here we go. 3:15. Brockton would love to tack on one more. But just when you think you have it, New Bedford battles back. They find a way to battle back. A lot of talent over there. KO trying to get the outside. He has the corner using the speed. Stopping, turning. There's a flag. 2 flags come in. He does have enough for a first down, but we have a flag.
Yeah. Probably holding.
It is definitely holding. And that is a spot foul.
Holding on Brockton.
And they'll mark Brockton all the way back to their own 45. Not what they wanted to do.
Not at all. Because that particular play had some good yardage on it.
They had first down. They had a first down. They'll go tight formation again. This time they'll have their 2 wings on the left side. Powell next to KO on his left. Miscue on the snap. Ball picked up and sacked by Verrera.
Wow, that was a big sack. You can tell KO got crunched on the play, and he's down for a bit. Hopefully just the wind knocked out of him with the football right there in the bread basket.
They're going to mark the ball. This is a big hole right now for the Boxers. Not only are you deep in your own end at your own 30, but you just lost one of your stars.
Yes, yes. And hopefully it's just a case of the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, because he did land on the ball.
That was a big guy that landed on him.
Yeah, Devin Vieira, one heck of an athlete.
And again, starting with that play, it was just a bad snap.
I can't see them putting in Capiello with a chance of hurting his arm again.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Wildcat. It's at least from me, the fan perspective, you know.
And you got to give this Brockton coaching staff credit. They've had issues with their quarterbacks all season, injuries, and somehow they seem to put the right people in there to make the plays happen. And here's another test for this coaching staff with 2:39 on the clock. And you can see the athletic director, I believe, is out there for Brockton, Kevin Cairo.
And he's going to get up. Oh, he's going to get up. He's going to sit up. Now he's going to get up. Hopefully, like you said, he's.
Yeah,
He's his right shoulder.
Yeah, the lineman came down on him hard as he covered the football. And hopefully KL will be okay. I'm sure we won't see him for the rest of the game.
So on second down, here is your third string quarterback, Matthew Turco.
Well, it's definitely been a challenge for Coach Colombo and his staff so far this year. When you got your number 4 guy in there playing quarterback.
Second and about forever. They have to get all the way down. They give to Powell up the middle, driving forward, and he takes off for about 6, maybe 7. Timeout New Bedford. And now KO's coming back in. That's a good sign.
Yeah, and if he does come back in, he better give it to somebody. Don't even try and run that football.
A special birthday announcement to senior Christian.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to say with a competitor like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants that ball.
Oh, you know it. He's a very gamer. He's a gamer. But he's got to play smart, Dom, and let one of his healthier backfield members take that football.
Christensen Pina, number 52. And there's Powell, spinning, turning. And a special happy birthday. Now I got my messages correct. To Christian Pina. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, young man.
Happy birthday.
And that'll bring up 4th down. This next defensive series for the Boxers is going to be huge. 140 and running. And here come Resendiz. Nunes, and I believe also back to receive is Johnson.
Timeout Boxers.
Timeout Brockton, 1:28 left. They're just going to let the clock run down.
Yeah, I'm sure the Boxers going to punt the football, but they're going to use right now the clock to stop, but there's not a lot the Whalers can do at the moment. Down by 11 points. That's just a very tall order to complete when you only got 1 minute 28 seconds to go in this football game against your rival.
All right, next week Brockton will visit Durfee to finish up the regular season because Thanksgiving still remaining. Another great point made out by the program director is that on senior day that Christian Pina, it is his birthday, and he's having, of course, being a senior on senior day.
Yeah, it's a
There's
big
the
day.
snap, Resendiz, oh, nice kick. All the way back to the 30, taken by Johnson at his 31. Spinning, turning, and he goes down, and finishing him off is number 44 for the Boxers. That's none other than Khalib Karbish.
Yeah, that was a great kick, as you said, Dom, by Resende. And the reason it was a great kick because he boomed it way high in the air. That gives your punting team a chance to get down there under that punt and make the play.
Let's see who Brockton has out for a secondary. Yep, Victor's still out there. And I'm no brain surgeon, but if I'm New Bedford, I'm throwing the ball. From their own 33 with 1:19 left in the game, down by 11. Straight drop back, looking middle screen, gets it to Nunes. They do it again. They did it twice. Trying to take the corner, tackled all the way at midfield, took off for about 15 yards, and a Whalers first down right on the 50.
Yeah.
They're going to go no huddle.
Yeah, Nunes, tough running back. Tough to get down once he gets that football in his hand.
Harris again. Straight drop back, looking left. It's stepping up in the middle. Rolling left, he sees real estate. Going to try to keep it, turning, spinning. He's going to go out of bounds and tackled. See where they marked the ball. His momentum took him back. He tried to get out of bounds to stop the clock. I believe he did because the stop clocked at 42 seconds. So he did his job. It's going to bring up second and about 7. Harris again, straight drop back, looking left, goes right. Another screen tipped away by Monroe. He's like, I almost had 7.
Yep. Box was getting tired of that little screen pass, so they would smartly put their hands up if they couldn't get to the quarterback and block that pass. And it was very well executed by Brockton's defense.
I should say 6. Because I'm pretty sure John Dumas would have hit the point after try. 37 seconds left in the game, 3rd and 7 for the Whalers from the Brockton 47. Again, all of us at Brockton Access TV hope you enjoyed our broadcast here today, especially not just in the Brockton area, but in the greater Bedford area. Harris again, Nunes with him into the backfield. Rolling right, looking, firing. Oh, tipped! Oh, almost intercepted by Powell at his own 36.
Yeah, nice job by Powell reading the quarterback's eyes. Cuts right in front of the defender. Luckily, the ball was in the air.
Yep.
I mean, up high, because if it was thrown any lower, that was an interception.
Yes, sir. Here we go. This is the ball game right here for the New Bedford Whalers. Down by 11 with 30 seconds left in the game. Harris again, he has one receiver to his left, 2 slots, and a receiver to his right, and Nunes in the backfield. Rolling right, thinking about, and they gave it to him on a draw, and he's going to get eaten alive at his own 44-yard line.
And I tell you, number 55 for the Boxers.
That's Chisholm.
Chisholm had his arms all around the running back just as the ball was placed in his breadbasket, and
unbelievable.
Yeah, that was quite a freaky play there.
So that. It was basically to me it looked basically a glorified draw because you're thinking pass, but you're getting it back to the back on the draw.
It didn't fool nobody on Brockton's defense there.
Nope, 22 seconds left. So the Boxers should improve to 7-1. Does that sound right? Or 6-1?
I think 6-1.
That's terrible. I should have wrote it down.
Folks, we want you to make sure you take a look around.
And that'll do it.
Grab all your
6-1.
belongings. Let's hear it once again for Senior Day. Last game, home. regular
Great
season
ending
game
for
the
Senior
first
Day,
game
Dom.
of the
Absolutely. Playoffs notwithstanding, you should hopefully see me and Miles on the next Brockton High School telecast being playoff bound. The next game is at Durfee. Then we have the playoffs. So hopefully we're giving you a playoff game.
Well, summing this up, I got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit for keeping this Brockton team together with Band-Aids,
Yeah,
tape, and spit, because they've done a great job filling in people who come out hurt, and they really haven't missed much of a beat, Dom.
yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Your final score from Brockton High School, the Boxers 35, the Bedford Whalers 24. For Miles Jackson, Mike the Postman Simmons, producer and director, we hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Brockton High School football. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic, fantastic weekend.